How can a millionaire feel completely broke? It's not a math problem. It's a psychological trap. This isn't some hypothetical. That's a direct quote from a 31-year-old high earner. I mean, on paper, this person is absolutely crushing it, but inside they feel this constant financial strain. And you know what? They are not alone. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden mental script that causes this exact feeling. And more importantly, we'll walk through the specific mental shifts you need to make to actually feel wealthy, no matter what number is in your bank account. All right, so let's start with the facts of this paradox where the numbers they don't seem to match the feeling at all. Okay, first up, the person who wrote that quote has a combined household income of $350,000 a year. Let that sink in for a second. That puts them way up in the top few percent of all earners. And it gets even better. They've already successfully built a $1 million net worth. I mean, this is the goal that so many of us are striving for. And yet, the feeling is broke. They're investing aggressively, maxing out retirement accounts, saving over 25% of a massive income. So what is going on here? Seriously, if these numbers don't make you feel secure, what possibly could? This is where we have to look past the spreadsheet and into the brain.
Because the answer isn't in their bank account. It's in their brain. It lies in this powerful and, well, often invisible psychological force.
It's called hedonic adaptation, but you might know it as the hedonic treadmill. It's basically our brain's default setting to just get used to things. You know that big pay raise you got? That shiny new car? Yeah, they give you a temporary jolt of happiness, but very quickly, that just becomes your new normal, and you're right back where you started emotionally. And this is exactly how it plays out with money. You earn more, so you spend more. A nicer home, fancier dinners, it feels amazing for a minute. But pretty soon, those things that used to be luxuries start to feel like necessities. Your spending rises to meet your income, and even though you're making more money than ever, it feels like you're just running in place. You feel no richer. Now, compounding this psychological effect is a very real mathematical hurdle that makes the early stages of building wealth feel like an absolute grind. The legendary investor Charlie Munger he nailed it. He said getting to that first $100,000 is a long, hard struggle. And the reason for that is just some brutal math. Think about it. If you save $650 a month with a 7% return, it takes nearly a decade to hit that first six figures. In the early years, your progress feels painfully slow because your contributions are doing all of the heavy lifting. The growth from your investments, it's barely even noticeable. And this right here is where most people get discouraged and just quit. This reveals a critical truth. Early in your wealth building journey, your savings rate is infinitely more important than your rate of return. You can't control the market, but you can absolutely control how much you save. In the beginning, that discipline has the biggest impact, by far. So how do you break out of this treadmill and push through the grind? It requires a deliberate change in how you think. Let's walk through the 5 critical mental shifts that separate the real wealth builders from, well, everyone else. The first shift is your focus. From just saving money to actually investing money. Saving money in a bank account is for stability, for your emergency fund. It is not for growth. A wealth builder understands that their money needs to be put to work in assets that will compound and grow over time. Your focus isn't just on accumulating cash, it's on deploying. Second, the focus moves from defense to offense. Now look, cutting costs is important, but there's a hard limit to how much you can cut. There is no limit to how much you can earn. Wealth builders focus their energy on increasing their income through new skills, side hustles, and better opportunities. The third shift is in your identity. An employee trades their time for money, which is always limited. An owner builds wealth through assets, a business, real estate, stocks, that generate income independent of their time. You have to start thinking like you own the machine, not just like you operate it. Fourth, your priority has to change. The default response to a raise is to upgrade your lifestyle. The wealth builder's priority is to upgrade their net worth. They intentionally keep their lifestyle consistent, and they plow any extra income straight into their investments to grow the gap between what they earn and what they spend. Finally, and this is maybe the most important one, is the shift from a scarcity to an abundance mindset. A scarcity mindset sees money and opportunity as limited, and that leads to fear and inaction. An abundance mindset sees a world of vast opportunity, and that empowers you to take calculated risks and to bet on yourself.
Making these shifts brings us to the final, and frankly, the most liberating part of this whole puzzle. It's about changing the goal itself. True wealth isn't hitting some $1 million target. It is having the freedom to control your time, the ability to choose what you work on, when you work, and who you work with. That is the real prize. The money is just the tool to get you there. So how do you start feeling wealthy right now? You automate your investing so your wealth grows faster than your lifestyle. You start using money to buy back your time, hire a cleaner, order grocery delivery. You clearly define what enough looks like for your life, not the life you see on social media. And you shift your spending towards experiences, which research shows provide much more lasting happiness than things. Feeling wealthy isn't some destination you arrive at. It's a series of decisions you make today. It's about shifting your mindset from being a passive saver to being an active owner of your financial life. So I'll leave you with this question. What is the one decision you will make today to prove you're a wealth builder?